Welcome to the pre-college mathematics series, and this is the very first lecture of the chapter permutations. So before getting into the main chapter, it's very important that we understand the meaning of a very important terminology, which is factorial. We would be encountering this quite several times during combinatorics, and it's indeed the basic of this particular chapter. So let us understand combinatorics without wasting much time. Let's understand it. So what is a factorial? A factorial, which is represented as this or this. So these are basically the notations to represent factorial. So let me write it. Notations to represent factorial n. So what exactly is a factorial n? Factorial n, which we can write it like this, is basically the product of all the positive integers between 1 and n, including both. So all the positive integers from 1 to n, if we take the product of it, it is called factorial n. So let me write it: n multiplied by n minus 1. So we go on decreasing 1 from the preceding number and take the product of it till we get 1. So n minus 2 multiplied by n minus 3, all up to we get 1. So this is the product of all the numbers from 1 to n. One very important condition that we should keep in mind is that n is a positive integer. So it has to be a positive integer, which we generally call natural number, right? So n has to be a natural number or a positive integer. So as we have understood the definition, let's take a few examples to make it more clear. Let's say we have factorial 5. So factorial 5, we can write it as 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. So we are going on decreasing 1 from the preceding number and taking the product till we get 1. So it comes out to be 120. Let's take a bigger number. Let's take factorial 10. So we start from 10 and go till 1. 10 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. If you calculate it, it will come out to be 3,628,800. Pretty big number, right? So can you tell me what is, let me change color. So can you tell me what is 1 factorial? Well, 1 factorial is the product of all the numbers from 1 to 1, which is just 1. So 1 factorial is 1. Another important, I must say, another important thing that you should know to solve problems in combinatorics is the value of 0 factorial, which is 1. For now, we are taking it for granted, but afterwards, when you will be solving problems of permutations, you will know why we are saying that 0 factorial is 1, but for now we have taken it for granted. So this is all about factorial. In the next video, we would be learning about the fundamental principle of multiplication, and with that we would be officially entering to the major part of permutations and the fundamental principle of counting. So that's it.